Hello everyone, I'm here today with a new process video. I'm working on some pictures from Chicago in July. I've got a double pager here, but not a traditional double pager. On this side I've got 3x8, so I've got two pockets. I've already picked out this card. I can actually just take it out of there if it'll cooperate. Oh, it's tight in there. There we go. So I have that. Then I have an insert here. When you shop in the store, depending on the size of the things you buy, you will get some type of packaging to take with you when you leave. I got an envelope and it was too thick to keep all of it, but I thought, okay, I can use this, at least the front of it. So I cut that part off, the part that I didn't need, and I kept this because it still has their name. It'll fit in a 4x8. It also has some spaces for me to do things if I choose to do that. But then that means I have to have something on the back. I did print a photo. So my plan is to put this on the back. It's got red in it, so it kind of works with this card here. But then I have to do something else. And I can't decide, do I want to leave this craft in the background? I mean, it doesn't look bad because there is some of that brown color here. But I could also do some kind of paper if I wanted to. And then like journal there or something. I know I have on the next layout, it's more of the inside of the store. I know I have on that layout that I did want to do journaling. I left a pocket open for that. But do I need to? I mean, I don't know. This might be just like talking about how we wanted to visit the store for several months, had planned on it when we decided we were going to Chicago again. I could do that. And then the next one could be about, hey, here's what I bought. Here are the things I saw. This is my impression of the store kind of thing. So I'm not quite sure what to do with that. I also have this little piece of ephemera that I've been hanging on for a while. Hanging on to it in the hopes that I could use it, hoarding as we do as scrappers. And I love it, but like, I don't feel like it goes with any of this. And I don't necessarily like the idea of putting it on there either, on the top of this. I don't know. Part of me wants to keep this the way it is, but then here's the other thing. I have this sheet of stickers and I happen to buy these at Paper and Pencil. So I want to use some of them maybe because they have little pens on them, which would be perfect for this. So if I do anything, I think it'll be with those. And actually, before I do anything else, I've decided I'm just going to journal. I'm going to fill in this little part on the card so that I can just know that it's done. And I'm just going to write Andersonville in there. That's the area of Chicago. That's the neighborhood where we were. So I've got Andersonville, and it fits pretty perfectly in there. I just noticed I missed a spot as I was writing. There we go. Is that better? Yes. Okay. So I have that done. By the way, this pen I also bought there. There you go. It's Juice It Up 04. I'm going to let you see all the things about it. Pilot Japan. Here's all the stuff that came out, the sticker from the store. So that if you like the look of this and you like the way it writes, you can find it somewhere, I'm sure. But I bought several of these in store. They do have a pen bar. You literally step up to the bar and all the pens are out in little cups and you can try them if you want. So that's what I did, and I fell in love with this one. Since I'm working specifically on this card, or at least I was when I was doing my journaling, I've decided I am going to put some of these stickers on here. And I have two fountain pens. One is blue, one is this kind of orangey red. That matches this, so I think I'm going to use this one over here on this. But then this one I can use here to bring in some of that color. So I just have to figure out like where do I want it? Maybe down here. And then what else do I have? So that one has to go on the other one. I have this one which is like a pale yellow, and then another blue. I don't want two blues. Maybe I'll do a yellow because there's yellow right here in the sign in the store window. Maybe that's what I'll do. So let me take that. And I have to say, if you were to go to the store and buy these, or if you found them elsewhere and bought them, be very careful with how you lift them off. They are washi tape stickers. They are very, very thin. Now, the good thing is that I could probably reposition these if I didn't like where I had them, since they are washi stickers. The bad part is because they're so thin, they could rip easily. So if you're going to use them, just be careful. All right, so now I need to figure out what to do over here. So these are kind of lower left. I do have space open here and here. I wonder if just to space them out a little more, it would be better to do it here in this empty space. And I can use this one like I thought I would. So maybe like here. Pretty off to the right. I do like that there's a little pop of color there. And then I have my other blue marker here. And that's a little bit of a brighter blue, I feel like. That might help like bring out the blue that's in the reflection in the window. So I can do that. Is that enough? I'm tempted to put something here, but I don't want to overdo it. So you know what? No, I will leave that one. And I just realized this feels kind of thick. Do I have more than one photo in here? Oh, it's because I have something on the other side. I have rhinestones on the other side. But let's just make sure. Nope. Okay. I thought, did I forget about some pictures I was going to put in there? No. Those photos, all good. So I have that and I have that done. Now then, I can move on to the back. And I am realizing this is not going to work here. Like I have no purple, really. Maybe a little bit in there, but really I have no purple. So I'm going to have to save that. I think there might be some purple in the next layout where I have pictures of like all the pens and the stuff in the store. I don't remember exactly, but I'll hang on to it. The other thing I realized is that when my friend Robin was here, she was the same person who was on this trip with me. When she was up here recently, at the time that I'm recording this, she was here not long ago, we went into a paper store as we were walking Summit and Grand, which is an area in St. Paul. I might be able to use it there. I don't remember if there's purple in those pictures either, but I think maybe because it was around Halloween. Just for transparency, I'm scrapping this in November. So it was decorated for Halloween. I think maybe I could. I'm going to save it. I'm going to save it for that, and then we'll just see. It's not going anywhere, and it's a digital file. I could always reprint. If I throw it away eventually and be like, oh, I couldn't find a use for it, I could always reprint it. But I'll hang on to it for now. Okay, so we solved that problem. Now I just have to figure out what the heck do I want to do with this background. As I'm looking at this, I also was looking at this sheet of stickers that I have. They are obviously very Chicago themed. And I've been trying to use up these little pendant things because I don't know what else I'm going to use those for, really. And I like that they have like the city grid on them, but what do you really do with them? I think I might use some of them here. I did use some. Is it on here? Yes, I used one here. And then on the page that's on the left of this, I used a red one. So I have been using them. I'm thinking for sure I could use one of these. I have two in this color. So I could use that. And then what else do I have? Green. Yeah, there is. Well, is there green? Not really. Not green in there. Kind of some pink. And we discussed already not the purple. Maybe I'm going to end up only using the yellowy gold one here. And that's okay if that's what I end up doing. But I might as well use them because I really don't know how else I'll get rid of them. So I could use one of those. And then I'm thinking washi, top and bottom. And they actually did sell washi in the store, so it's appropriate. I think I have found a washi that I want to use. I think I'm going to go with this one. And mainly it's because of this photo here. I love that color in there. It also happens to look good with yellow, which I have going. And really this will be sitting in the album like this. So you won't see this side. So it's not like it's clashing with anything. Now, does that mean it's going to match with what ends up being on the other side? I don't know. Maybe. Maybe not. But it's a single pager. I think that's kind of obvious. So I'm not really concerned about it. So I think I'm going to go with this one. Well, let me tell you, this thing was a bugger to get started again. And I can tell I haven't used very much of it. I'm going to have to do the trick where when I'm done, like I fold down the end because it was so hard to get that started. I hate it when washi's like that. Part of it, I think, is just the way it's made. whatever. Part of it is also that my scrap area is in the lower level of the house. It does tend to get colder down here, and I'm just wondering if that has something with the stickiness, and does it do something to whatever the adhesive is that's on here, because it seems to happen quite a bit. Now, obviously some rolls are totally fine, so that's the manufacturer. They must be okay. Oops, I just ripped a little bit off of that. But some of them, I really think if they're not made as well, that maybe that's why they tear, they kind of splinter. That's why maybe they do that so easily. I'm not sure. But for now, I'm just going to do that. And I think I want another one. Whoops. I want it top and bottom, I think. But I'm going to do this one first because I want to overhang that pennant sticker on here. All right, here we go. I have the top set here. You can kind of tell I made a boo-boo. I had this sideways first, overlapping part of the washi, and decided I didn't like it. And when I tried to pull it off, that is what happened. But it kind of adds to the weathered look, so it's fine. I'm not going to mess with it. I'm just going to leave it. But this, because there's another side, I had to put the staple through just the sticker, which I did, so it wouldn't go through both sides. And now I have to trim off the top here, the part that I don't want. And there we go. I did add washi to the bottom as well, just to kind of make it match. And then when I was looking at this, I thought, oh, I could use another one of these if I wanted to, since I already have one. But then I thought, maybe I should use these. What the heck else am I going to use these for? So I'm going to peel one off and just try it and see what I think. And I'm going to point it like going up because there's this empty space here. So maybe if I go like that, and then take this one and go underneath like that. Are those pretty even? I hope so. They look like they are to my eye. I can maybe move this one down a little bit. Oh, no, I can't. It'll rip the sticker. Nope, it's staying where it is. All right. Well, there we go. Is that enough? I feel like maybe because there's black there, I should stamp something. Let me see what I can find. I have decided to stamp. My stamp says a little piece of my heart. It's from this set right here, Ellie Studio, I think. Yeah, pretty sure. And I'm not sure how this takes ink because it's like a true craft type of paper. So I'm using my StazOn ink. I just hope like it doesn't bleed through or something, because if so, you're going to see it on the other side. I think I want it like right here. Not bad. Now let's see. Oh, good. It doesn't show through at all. All right. So let's take a look here. Is this done? I think so. I don't think this side needs anything. And this one's good. Yeah. So here's another one finished for Chicago. Thanks for watching.